Nimbus, the space gate to Dark World is now open once again. It's your boy KDZ, Twitch, YouTube, bringing you guys another market watch. Of course, guys, the reason why I do these videos is because I have a huge passion for trading card games. I love talking about trading card games, and I want to continue to build a community that has that same love and passion for trading card games as I do, and admiring all those gorgeous world windows. And with that, of course, let's get into it. I don't think there's any like hard news off the top of the dome. You guys can let me know if you've heard anything. I haven't heard anything today. I know what I got up right here is the 2022 10 of the Pharaoh's Gods. I feel like this 10 has been more forgotten about. Was was has been forgotten about faster than the 2021 10. Um, which is really interesting. And there is a significant amount of fallout from this set. For some odd reason, no Pot of Prosperity is still holding a price of like $40 when, well, I mean, kicking up for this upcoming season, and even now, like I said, I talked about this in a previous market watch, just about how people are still playing the game. People are still competing at locals with their cards. Like they love the game that much. So I can still see people trying to win their local tournaments and using Pot of Prosperity. Hence its demand. Of course, price will be around $40. This card is about to get 7 reprints, bro. This card is about to effectively be no more than $4, if that. Like I can't imagine. I can't imagine from this set coming up any of the super rares being worth more than $1, to be honest. I can't because I mean this is just unprecedented, guys. Like we have never seen a set like this. The first 2 pages, the first 48 cards from the set are either going to be all they're either going to be all quarter century secret rares. Like when we're looking at this set, like when we're looking at the 2022 Megaton right now, we're looking at 24 items from the set. When that legendary collection comes out, you're going to have the legendary collection in its sealed box form. You're going to have probably like a pack over here that's within the first 24 listings of price high to low, and then or 48, excuse me, and then the next listings on the first 2 pages, maybe even the first 3 pages, are all going to be quarter century secret rares. They might not be quarter century secret rares. They'll probably be like Pot of Prosperity is a really popular card. So Pot of Prosperity is quarter century secret rare, platinum rare, and its ultimate rare and collector's rare will probably be in the first 48 listings, and that'll probably happen for other cards as well. I'm trying to think, what reprinted cards do we not have that they're like reprinted for the first time in this set? I don't think there's any that we've never had a reprint for that they're reprinting in this set. The only one I could think of is maybe like Triple Tactics Thrust, but it's hard for me to think that they'll reprint Triple Tactics Thrust that soon. I don't count the Ultimate Rare as a reprint, guys, because Konami themselves said, this is from Konami's mouth themselves, they said that OTS tournament pack printings are not reprints of the card. That's probably why they have them all in unlimited edition. And they probably say this because you can't go to the store, you can't like go to Walmart and buy an OTS pack. So I think they're looking at it from that perspective, like these are not reprints, these are special edition cards. That's why they're in unlimited edition. But whatever they may say, I don't think there's one card in this set that hasn't already gotten a reprint. But still, I feel like Prosperity is definitely going to be at the tops. I don't know what would come after that though. I would have to look at the list again. But for the majority of the cards, they all have like budget versions that are under $10. Maybe that's why I say print access code, because the access code needs another reprint. they might deviate quite a bit from the OCD list now that I think about it. Outside of like the main staple cards, like evenly matched, the pot cards, triple tactics talent, like I feel like there's a 50 card window for them to deviate to cards that are more specific and higher price value in the TCG than they are in the OCG. So we're going to see some interesting stuff come that set. But focusing on the 2022 10 of what is it, Ancient Battles? No, 2022 10 of the Pharaoh's Gods. Excuse me. I think it was 2021 10 of Ancient Battles. Um, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, 135 listings as low as 621, market by 691. It could drop a little bit more, but I feel like this is a really good price. It was like a $20, $15 card. Now it's not $45 for a play set. It's less than 20 for a play set. So that's what is that? That's a tier three play set. It's not bad. Um, Red Eyes Black Dragon. This was around like a $10 card. It's now 120 listings as well as $4, market price 429. A tier two play set. This set actually has us want to go down the rabbit hole. We did look at Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous. I want to say at some point over the weekend, because guys, we're doing these market watches every day. Like I said, guys, we try to bring them to you. We try to open the gates. We try to open the space gate to Dark World at least twice per day. You know, flying in on Nimbus, dropping the live stream in the elements outside amongst the trees with the sun setting. We try to open the space gates at least twice a day, but it's hard to hit that milestone. Like things be happening, guys. Like I said, with these market watches are is as if we live in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh, as if the world of Yu-Gi-Oh is in a vacuum and we live in it. That's how these market watches are. You come here and you disappear. Like I said, through the gates, the space gates of Dark World into these TCG markets, and it's as if nothing else is happening. But with that being said, it's like there's a lot going on in the world. So it's been hard to constantly open the space gates to Dark World multiple times a day. It's tough. Like Goku would say, send me your energy. Send me it costs a lot of energy to open those space gates to Dark World. Goku would say, send me your energy, send me your energy if you want to see those gates to Dark World, space gates to Dark World opened up uh, on average at least twice per day. But that's what we're trying to do, guys. 5 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're trying to do that. And like I said, we looked at the original Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous and Burst of Destiny. We checked that out. It was around $3, I want to say. But this was just a few days ago. You got a Luber to Desperate Despia, 152 listings as low as $1.50, market price 241. Brandon has still not been hit. A Luber is a 3 of card. He is significant to the lore. Now that you think about it, they both came out of their own dimensional distortion, Fallen of Albaz and Aluber the Jester Despia, as twins, if you will, two sides to the same coin. And they're both used at 3 of in the branded deck. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I can understand why, I understand the following behind something like that. Not to mention the majority of their cards are in max rate. Like the Luber has ultimate rare, Fallen of Albaz has ultimate rare, Mirror J got Starlight rare, which we're probably going to go down a rabbit hole one because that just makes me wonder what is the base price of a Starlight rare coming out of Mirror Jade Starlight rare set. Because I bet Mirror Jade is on a bargain right now, a Uber bargain. But we keep going down the list. I mean, you got Rudy Rose Dragon over here, 208 listings as low as 25 cents, market price 50 cents. The original Prince Secret for this at one point was like $18 coming out of Lightning Overdrive. This was what, back last year, I want to say. No. Last year was uh, Power to Elements. So this was 2 years ago. Wow, it's really been 2 years. It's really been 2 years since Rudy Rose Dragon was printed. That's insane. Time is flying. That's what I said. Looking at this mark like we're in a vacuum. This is not an old card, but 2 years in Yu-Gi-Oh time, a lot happens. Specifically, Yu-Gi-Oh time. Of course, guys, this is the last week of looking at the QCSR brothers every day. We've been looking at them every day for the past week and a half. Of course, we're going to check them out again today. Um, like I said, I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole. What did I miss? There was a card on that previous page I wanted to dive into a set. Link It to the Brains, I think, is a really, really cool card. If you've watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains, Link It to the Brains is like the catchphrase of the anime. And they printed it single print prismatic secret. That's dope. But it's the catchphrase. Into Whenever they go into virtual reality to duel, the name of the place is called Link Brains. The name of the server or the name of the website is called Link Brains. So when they go into it, they just say Link It to the Brains. I mean, of course, if Link It to the Brains was, I mean, if Link Brains was a real thing in the real world, whenever we would go there, we wouldn't say every time we put on our headset, Link into the Brains, unless they're like activated on some stuff like that. But we would just put on our headset and go into Link Brains. But every time they go in, they say Link into the Brain. You know, it's cool. It's cool. It's dope. It's dope. And then you have the Dual Tower here. This is in Battle City, where the Battle City Finals was held. It was held in the Dual Tower. This tower was on the manufacturing island that Gozaburo Kaiba used to create his weapons of mass destruction for armies across the world, which is how he built Kaiba Corp. It was a military company. And Kaiba destroyed all that stuff, tore it down, and he built Dual Tower on this island where these weapons of mass destruction were created. But this is also another anime card, original print, printed in prismatic secret rare rarity. Dope Konami. Are you talking about hitting with the the fans of the anime? They hit with the fans of the anime there. They get people's dollars for things like that. And they also made another one, another location card from the anime. They made Duel Academy, which comes out in Maze of Memories, which the last time I checked, the collector's rare was so cheap, guys. Like the base price for a collector's rare out of that set is like $180, and Dual Tower was like $10. Like you can get 18 copies of Dual Tower. You can get, excuse me, 6 play sets of Dual Tower collector's rare for the price of one. I mean, not Dual Tower, Dual Academy, which is another anime location. It is the number one dueling school in the world. I'm pretty sure it was created by Kaiba, and it's where Jaden and Zane and Chaz all went to learn how to become pros, as well as Jesse Anderson, Astro Phoenix, and many other heavy hitters. As a matter of fact, we got a legendary duelist set that comes out this Friday with another duelist who also went to Duel Academy, who used the deck in there. So, I mean, a school that just proliferates talent. But linking to the Brains, you got 301 listings as low as 10 cents, market price 42 cents. Dual Tower 298 listings as low as 4 cents, market price 32 cents. Guys, I just be rambling. Like, it's so. And then you see, again, I mentioned this in another market watch, but you see the sunlight coming down through the trees and at this time of day is casting this golden glow on the green leaves of the trees and the surfaces that the sun is shining on with the silhouettes of the trees. Guys, it just looks magnificent, as the collector would say. Well, let's go back. Let's go back a page. Like I said, I wanted to go down the rabbit hole a couple of different ways that we might not even get to the QCSR brothers. We 15 minutes in. We normally only keep the. We normally only have enough energy to keep the space gates open for 30 minutes, guys, and max. So we might not even get to it because there's just so much. Even with there being no news, there's always so much to talk about within the market. But the card, I think it was Rudy Rose. Rudy Rose. Isn't there like a celebrity whose name um, sounds similar to Rudy Rose? I don't know, guys. Let me know in the chat. Look at that. Look at that. You got Lightning Overdrive, Secret Rare, Rudy Rose Dragon, 85 listings as low as $1.65, market price $3.12. The Prismatic Secret Rare is cheaper. I'm a fan of the diagonal angle sparkly shine of the Secret Rare. After they printed the Prismatic Secret Rare into the ground. But that's a really good price. There's only 85 listings. There's less than, you know, there's a third of the listings for the Secret Rare than there is for the Prismatic Secret Rare. And the Secret Rare is still roughly near the same price of the Prismatic Secret Rare. You can still get a playset for under $6. It's a tier 1 playset. You got Overdose Gaming right here, 4 copies, Near Mint First Ed for $2.70. $12 effectively for 4 copies. One used to cost you 18. Now let's go down to Lightning Overdrive. This is the set I wanted to. We'll go down the rabbit hole one. So you got 28 Lightning Overdrive booster boxes, first edition, 28 listings as low as $50.99. Market price $58.83. So that as low as price might have shipping attached to it, and this market price might actually be around the $58.83. If we were to do the expected base price of the Starlight Rare coming out of Lightning Overdrive with a market price of $58.83, it would be about you got to open up 24 booster boxes on average to pull one random Starlight Rare. Amazing. 24 at 58. Let me break up my handy dandy calculator that you guys can't see. 24 times 58 is $1,392. That is the base price for a Starlight Rare coming out of Lightning Overdrive, $1,392. So Black Rose Dragon coming in at 23 listings as low as $454.99, market price $595.32. You can get effectively almost a playset for the price of what it would cost to pull one Black Rose Dragon. So if you think $454.99 is expensive, think again. That's a deal. That's a hell of a deal. And then you turn around and you have Book of Lunar Eclipse with 40 listings as low as $68.95, market price $106.35. You can get 13 copies of Book of Lunar Eclipse for the price of what it would cost to pull one from its market price of $106.35. You can get 4 play sets plus one for the price of what it would cost to pull one Book of Lunar Eclipse. And Bahulutia, the Grand Radiance, is even cheaper than that. It actually has a market price of $53.82. There's only 19 listings. You can get 26 copies. There's not even enough copies on the market for how many you can get for the price of what you would pay to pull one of Bahulutia, the Grand Radiance Starlight Rare. If that's not a deal, I don't even know what to. I mean, this could easily be bought out. Like if somebody was like, I want to pull one Starlight Rare from Lightning Overdrive, they could just come in and buy out Bahulutia. Then Diviner the Herald is holding the top spot in the set, 61 listens as low as $9.99, market price $11.69. I mean, Diviner, that's actually pretty good. It's a $30 playset. That's a tier 4 playset with a Prismatic Secret Rare reprint, which I think the Prismatic is around like $5-6 itself. About half the price. 61 listings for Diviner. And then you actually have the Balancer, the Resurgent, which comes in as the second most expensive card beside the Starlight Rares in the set. With 77 listings as low as 339, market price 427. And Balancer used to be like a 70-cent card. And I think it's because of like the Rika Sun Avalon. You have Amazing Time Ticket, 31 listings as low as $1.99, market price 322, Sneak Peek Ultra Rare. And then you have Amazement Administrator Arlecchino, 85 listings as low as 268, market price 309. They don't have a reprint. They did not this was a world premiere theme coming out of Lightning Overdrive for the TCG, and they did not reprint this in the Mega Team. And there has been no movement. I mean, if you want to place your bet on Amazement Administrator Arlecchino and Amazing Time Ticket, I would say now's your time. Like if they announced, oh, Amazement is getting more support, do you not think there's going to be a spike in a value from hype? I mean, shoot, thinking about that myself, I'm like, that's easy pickups. And then Dark Honest, which did get a reprint in the Mega Team, you got 95 listings as low as 98 cents, market price 212. I mean, if you want to place your bet, now's not a bad time. Drytron move bet at Fafnir, 104 listings as low as 75 cents, market price 165. I feel like that's unusually cheap for a splashable secret rare exceed monster rank 1 with relative with the greatest of ease to summon that can just detach a material and ritual summon a ritual monster. Like that's just unusually cheap. Again, like if you want to place your bet on Drytron move bet at Fafnir, I mean now wouldn't be a bad time. But of course, guys, like I said, we're talking about this stuff in the vacuum. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world right now. A lot of stuff with like the U.S. economy slash world economy compacted by that stuff and just social media, and not to mention AI, artificial intelligence. A lot's going on. But I mean, you spend $10 on some Dry Trauma Better Fafnir, some Dark Honest, some Secret Rare Book of Lunar Eclipse, some Amazement Administrator Arlecchinos. I mean, you might have something there. You know what I'm saying? You might have something. But of course, guys, we can't be out here all day. It looks like the energy for the Space Gate to Dark World is just about to run out. Hopefully, I provided some value yeah, with this market watch on this live stream. But with that, we're gonna be getting up out of here. Nimbus, are we in there? Are we in there? Yeah, we in.